Welcome back to Showbiz Express. Joining us now, Gregg and Chloe Bennet of ABC's Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let me begin with you, Clark. What a season you had last time around. You lost your hand.
It's never fun to lose a limb. It's not as bad as when he was actually killed, but the guy's starting to really be down to less pieces than you want. That said, he works for a super secret spy organization called S.H.I.E.L.D, which has amazing resources and some of the greatest biotech geniuses that exist in the world we live in. So Agent Leo Fitz, played by the sexier than people give him credit for, Ian DeCastecker, has come up already with a cybernetic hand that's pretty amazing, although he can't actually tie a tie anymore, at least not yet, so he's got a cool new wardrobe.
All right, let's move into this season. The big challenge, newly discovered Inhumans. Chloe, please pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the last season, I accidentally pushed off a big thing of Terrigen crystals and got into the fishes and was turned into fish oil, which isn't very convenient, but it is for our storyline because it makes the show much more exciting. And now this season, you guys are kind of dropped into us dealing with all of these kind of inhuman outbreaks all over the world, and these people are just waking up and transforming and realize that they can, float or melt metal or do all these crazy things, and it's really about kind of managing that and either helping them or assessing whether or not they are going to use their powers for good or for evil, and then hopefully.
And if it's evil, that's bad.
And if it's evil, kind of
so
having to make some decisions. I think Daisy's definitely struggling with the fact that she is a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, but she also is Inhuman. So she understands both sides very well, and I think it'll put her in a weird position.
Of course, they're always coming up with new technology, and Director Coulson's got himself a new tech toy in the way of a very cool aircraft.
Those Hydra bastards blew up our beautiful bus, we like to call it, our stealthy super aircraft last year, but the plane that we have now, you can almost not even call it a plane, this crazy sci-fi warship that we have called Zephyr 1, is really remarkable. The VFX in general, we saw the premiere for the first time the other night, just that stuff's evolving so fast that we watched it in a movie theater the other night, and you really felt like you were watching one of the Marvel movies.
Mm-hmm. To that point, what is it like when you shoot the show, scene by scene, segment by segment? You don't get to see any of it, and then there it is before your very eyes. What is it like when you see it all put together the first time?
Some of the sets that we have and the kind of version of the Quinjets or the aircrafts that we have are pretty shocking what we get to actually work in. It really helps. And a lot of that world is there for us. But, there's definitely the thing where you're up against a green screen or looking at a green screen and they're describing to you or showing you a rough kind of animated version of what might be coming your way. But so you're reacting to it, but inside you're kind of praying like to the god, the VFX god, Mark Kolpak. Come on, Kolpak, please don't leave me hanging. And so when we see it on the screen, it's a lot of times lately we've just had our breath taken away.
My jaw dropped when I got to see the plane for the first time. And I don't even, when I do the power thing, I don't know what it looks like. Usually I'm acting with a piece of tape or a tennis ball. So it's really fun to kind of see it all put together.
And on that note, the biggest challenge for each of you in shooting this series is what?
Working with Gregg.
Really?
He's just
a diva, crazy diva.
It's
so true.
He makes all of the M&Ms. We have to have all yellow M&Ms.
I know. The yellow ones are the good ones.
Always flowers and it's what would be the hardest?
I would say trying to do. We're making our 50th episode now already, so we will have. That's like 40 some hours of basically Marvel comic book storytelling with, really serious stakes. We've lost friends. Sometimes it's really goofy and fun because there's a sense of humor on the show, but the visual effects, the fights, we've all been injured doing these fights, and just the pace of making 22 hours of this stuff. These characters have kind of more hours of storytelling under their belt than almost anyone in the Marvel Universe at this point.
Yeah.
Really pacing yourself and kind of keeping the thing alive and joyful through 22 episodes.
I don't think people realize how much work goes into just one episode and how many hours really we really kill ourselves to make the show happen. And we're happy to do it. I'm happy to do it. It's like sprinting a marathon. By the end of the season, you're like, oh, because it really wears on you. You know, we're very physical and it's very emotional. So we give it everything.
New addition to the cast this season, Constance Zimmer, great actress, going to play the head of a very shifty organization. Fill us in.
She, I will say, runs a group called the ATCU, which is, I believe, the Alien Threat Containment Unit. I can't remember.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so when these new Inhumans pop up with these various superpowers, there are definitely those who consider them a threat, and they have a lot of good reasons for thinking that, because some of them really kind of go haywire and start taking some people out. And so she's very much running an organization that's very similar to S.H.I.E.L.D. and at the same time very different. So definitely she's a formidable nemesis for Coulson. And Constance Zimmer is such a remarkable actor. Fans will know her from House of Cards or Unreal, this new hit that she's also in. It's really cool to have her there, and we love her.
It's Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Tuesday at 9, 8 Central Time on ABC. Thanks, guys, for joining us.
Thanks, Ross.
Thanks, Ross.